Today, I'm making this video to share something surfacing in my meditation practice lately: the importance of rest and slowing down. As I've intentionally released emotions, energy, and tension driven by stress, fear, and lack rather than love, faith, and abundance, I've become increasingly aware of how American society conditions us to believe that a slower pace equates to laziness. I have found that to be a myth, as I have discovered that time, in fact, expands when we slow down and open our eyes to the here and now. The following are clips from my Labor Day weekend, which was slow-paced but full of expansive joy, as I stayed present with my family and kept my attention on what was actually right in front of me: my beautiful daughter, my husband, myself in quiet meditation, my friends and their children, real food, real belly laughs, real life. Additionally, I share a more in-depth perspective on the need to slow down, as well as 5 insanely simple tips you can implement as soon as this video ends, or even during. In my world literature class where I teach, I've integrated poetry into their analytical writing. Recently, I had my students read Pablo Neruda's poem, Keeping Quiet. A passage from the poem resonates deeply. Now we will count to 12, and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. The message of finding calm was clear to my students, just as it was to me when I first read the poem. They crave it and appreciate the stillness, quiet, and calm moments I provide in class. Yesterday, I received 2 letters from students thanking me for teaching meditation and making space for these moments. This need for calm is universal. As I drove home yesterday, I listened to Zach Bryan's song Boons, which captures the longing for simplicity and peace in the countryside, far from the rush of city life. A line in the song brought me to tears. Let's be still while we still can. I never intend to imply that others are doing something wrong. Reflecting on my 20s, I see how I chased an impossible ideal, viewing loved ones through a lens clouded by my desires and ambition. It was all an attempt to fill a void, to find a love I thought was missing. The harder I searched, the greater the emptiness grew. Additionally, for me, romanticizing your life doesn't mean having a picture-perfect home. To me, it means finding deep gratitude for what you have. Seeing people so polarized by politics, consumed by fear, anger, and disdain pains me. What if we focused on what's happening within the walls of our homes first? For me, it also means focusing on the walls of my classroom. If you're feeling stuck or unhappy, I invite you to reflect. Are you caught in the same pattern? Ask yourself if you're seeking something that can only be found within. Whether or not you are living in a place of bliss or a world of stress, or, like most, the in-between, I feel called to share with you the joy I have discovered from being still and restful, slowing down and making every moment count, because I want you and everyone to know you can have this too. Maybe this isn't revolutionary. Maybe my weekend looks exactly like yours. It might even resemble the weekends of my 20s. But the stark difference now is how I see it and feel. Nothing is missing when I have a roof over my head and my family gathered inside. First, focus on your breath with loved ones. When you are speaking to your husband or playing with your child, start focusing on your inhales and exhales. This practice will naturally slow your mind and keep you present. It won't distract you from your time with them. Instead, the breath will help you stay closer and more connected. If you get still enough, you might even observe their breath and sync yours with theirs. I promise this is a magical experience and a simple way to be present with friends and family. It can be so easy to get wrapped up in the plans of what you want to do, what you're not able to do with children, or when things don't go as planned. You might find yourself worrying about how to entertain the kids or what to do for dinner. What helped me stop this cycle was simply focusing on my breath. By bringing my attention to each inhale and exhale, I found that I could release the stress of planning and truly enjoy the moment with my loved ones. Brush it off and find humor. Life isn't so serious. If your kids have tantrums, if you and your husband have a moment of bickering, or if the dog trips you or you step on a Lego, try laughing instead of getting angry. Find a moment to giggle. This shift in perspective allows you to zoom out and see that these are small moments in the grand scheme of your life, sometimes even just in the day or hour. Finding humor and levity creates space in your mind and body, helping you see things more clearly and make better decisions about how to respond. Of course, I'm not saying to dismiss important feelings. There are times when strong emotional responses are valid and necessary. But I do believe that there's an art to learning what truly merits an emotional response and what doesn't. And in those less significant moments, laughter can be a powerful tool for maintaining perspective and finding joy. Laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the brain's feel-good chemicals. It also reduces the stress hormone cortisol, helping you relax and feel more at ease. So, not only does laughter lighten your mood, but it also has a positive impact on your brain's chemistry, making it easier to navigate life's little bumps. Try a weekend without plans. Experiment with a weekend free of any plans and see what emerges. There are no expectations, just openness to whatever comes. I understand this can be challenging for those who are used to planning, as plans often come with a sense of anticipation backed by stress. What if we allowed things to evolve and unfold naturally, finding surprise, excitement, or joy in whatever happens? Get ready and feel good for yourself. Even if you don't have plans or are staying at home, take a bath, wash your hair, and choose clothes that make you feel cute and cozy. This doesn't mean you must dress fancy or be uncomfortable. When you feel good about yourself, it can positively impact how you interact with others and enjoy your time at home. This could also mean really taking your time with self-care, whether that involves doing slow yoga, applying a hair mask or a face mask, or even making a homemade body scrub like I did this weekend. Indulging in these rituals can be deeply nourishing. Taking the time to care for yourself in whatever form that takes is a powerful way to reconnect with your spirit. It's about honoring yourself and bringing a sense of joy into your everyday life. Lastly, allow yourself to rest without fear of missing out. Give yourself permission to rest if you need it, and let go of the fear of missing out. The more you resist resting on the weekends, the more you risk missing out in the long run, as over time, exhaustion can truly lead to illness. Setting clear boundaries between your work and your weekends is crucial to maintaining your well-being. Hopefully, your job brings you joy, but if not, that's a topic for another discussion. Reflect on why you might be resistant to resting. Understanding this can help you prioritize self-care and find balance. If rest is hard for you, as it once felt impossible for me, here's a brutally honest tip. Think of rest as a productive challenge in itself, even if it feels uncomfortable. Start small and intentional. Perhaps sit outside for 20 minutes without your phone in some quiet, or lay down for 30 minutes and read a book. Meditation and sleep are excellent, of course, but it's important to meet yourself where you are and work gently when undoing old patterns. Treat rest as a practice to be cultivated, just like anything else in life. I'm fully aware that these tips can feel challenging, especially if you're not currently living this way. They were challenging for me too. I also understand that there are people in this world who work multiple jobs to support their children and families and don't have the same luxuries I do right now. And I count my blessings every day. Still, many of you who are watching this can make shifts and changes to slow down and find stillness. My family isn't out here with big bucks to just be leisurely all the time, but we've chosen a simpler life, and you really can too, without having to do much beyond adapting some mindset shifts. Of course, slowing down, finding stillness, and letting go of plans on plans will indeed lead one to confrontation with harsh truths about why they have been rushing or distracting. But I believe these changes are possible and are foolproof when leading to a more peaceful, fulfilling life. I don't just believe it. They are in fact foolproof. Let's be still while we still can.